B-Mobile Verizon, Brother Tire and Repair, Central Arizona Aging, Central Arizona College, Coolidge Unified School District, Cypress Creek Renewables, EDP Renewables North America, El Dorado Insurance, ED2, Garrett Motors, Imagine Schools, KNS Sports Promotion, Liberty Tax and Service, M&S Equipment, Next Era Energy Resources, Coolidge Head Start, Republic Services, and Santa Rita Custom Farm Services, Stantec, Tags Cafe, and Express Car Wash. New members was PNC. So we had a total of 142 visitors, 2 in-state, 3 out-of-state, 3 foreign. We had 4,842 referrals. Year-to-date, all visitors was 3,086. Casa Grande Ruins for November was 4,438. Year-to-date is 78,521. The Gem and Mineral Museum, 126 visitors. Year-to-date is 1916. I have to tell you, the Pinal Geology Museum went up to the Flag Foundation, we have these rack cards, and I'll tell you, the response has been unreal for visitations after the flag show. DAV Museum had 77 visitors. Year-to-date is 580. We had a great luncheon with Lucid Motors, and of course with breakfast with the mayor. It's all well attended, and they were both great updates. We had Market on the Move on Saturday. We did 120 boxes. Councilman Saavedra joined us, along with Imagine Schools, Imagine Prep. It was great, 19 volunteers. Cotton Days is going very well. Excited about adding the car show this Sunday, Sunday at Cotton Days. Years ago, if you remember right, it was really a big deal, so it'll be nice to start bringing that back. Upcoming events is Pinal Partnership Breakfast on February 6th, Coolidge Airport Fly-In February 7th, CEDC meeting on the 11th. President's Day will be closed. Our membership luncheon will be February 18th. CAC Night of the Stars is the 22nd. Then we'll do Market on the Move again on the 28th. Any questions?
Any questions?
Nope.
No, I don't believe so. Thank you very much, Lynn.
Thank you.
Moving to call the public. Is there anybody in the public that wants to address the council? If there is, you come on up, give us your name and your address, and you have up to 3 minutes.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and all the council members. It's good to be here this evening. My name is Gussie Taylor, 529 West Verde Lane at Coolidge. I just want to inform you, I was in Casa Grande earlier today, and I stopped by to visit our former Coolidge City Council member, Judy Rotz Lopez. She's doing real well. She's looking good, and she says hello to everybody. She sends her love, and she also sends an invitation to come and visit with her at Garnett's. Her room number is 238. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gussie. Anybody else? Seeing nobody approach, we'll move on and call the public. Business items for consent. Is there anyone on the council that wants any of those items pulled off the consent agenda for individual consideration?
Yes, Mayor Thompson, I'd like to pull item 6.
Okay. Anybody else? Hearing none, here we go. Item 4, consider approval of the application for a permanent extension of premises patio permit submitted by Richard Martinez on behalf of the Coolidge American Legion Post Number 54 to permanently expand their patio by 320 square feet. Item 5, consider approval of the request made from the Coolidge Chamber of Commerce for the 44th Annual Cotton Days Festival being held March 6th through March 8th, 2026, to include use of the San Carlos Park and 320 West Central Avenue, city staff assistance from various departments, permission to have a beer garden on Saturday, March 7th from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., which includes special event license and all street closures outlined in the attached map for the parade and 5K routes on Saturday, Saturday, March 7th, and closure of 4th Street between Pinkley and Central Avenue from March 3rd through March 9th to accommodate the carnival, and closure of Central Avenue between 3rd and 4th Street on Saturday, March 7th, and Sunday, March 8th, from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. for all Cotton Days activities. Item 6, consider approval of entering into an amendment to dedication agreement between the City of Coolidge and Randolph Solar Park LLC for the purpose of updating the legal description. Oh, we pulled that. Okay, we pulled that. I checked the wrong one. Item 7, consider approval of the claims for the month of December 2025. Okay, so it's 4, 5, and 7. Any
Mayor
question?
Thompson, I move to approve items 4, 5, and 7 of the consent agenda as read.
Need a sec, okay, there's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, now we'll go to item 6. Consider approval of entering into an amendment to dedication agreement between the City of Coolidge and Randolph Solar Park LLC for the purpose of updating the legal description of the dedicated property.
Mayor, Vice Mayor, happy to answer your question.
Okay?
Yes, Mayor. Yeah, first off, what are they changing on the legal description?
Well, they were wrong. There was some overlapping. So when the county when the county reviewed it and the COGO'd it, they didn't line up like they should. So they gave us their corrections, sent it back to the surveyor. They made the correction, sent it back. They okayed it. So now we can re-record it, the record of erroneous recording, erase the first one, and then clean this up.
Okay,
We
well, I
started
think,
this 1.5 2 years ago.
okay, yeah, because I think we can go ahead and actually just take the original and just mark through the legal description on it.
Yeah, they have
And then
attorneys gave
attach-
us a.
And then attach the new legal description, just attach a cover page. But,
The attorneys gave us kind of a list of how we were supposed to do it.
right,
To
so,
clean it up.
yeah, because I just saw in here, that it was, that we're approving the amendment to the dedication, but it didn't say anything about the correcting the legal description on the deed of record. That was one of the
Yeah, we're
main
correcting.
things that I wanted to
Correcting all
touch
that.
base on. And then I was going back and I was looking through the resolutions and everything, and I just saw something where it said that the applicant agrees to dedicate to the city of Coolidge without compensation 75 feet along the north side of Cluck Road of the subject property, but I didn't see where this property abuts Cluck Road.
I can't answer that. There were so many things they did. If it comes back from the county, that it's going to correct, then we'll have to fix that
Yeah.
too. But this has been going on for several months. They found the errors this summer. Finally, the surveyor got back to us, and here we are today trying to correct it. So we went through with attorneys and back and forth. So this is supposed to correct it.
Okay, so we don't know what the status is of Cluck Road and why that was even included in here then?
I don't.
Because
I
they,
don't know. I didn't delve
evidently
that
they agreed to dedicate it to us, so I don't know if they own it or not, but, so. But
Yeah,
I think
if they
that-
don't own it, then the
But I
county will
think
kick that
Cluck
back.
is already paved anyway, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, up to that point, so.
yeah, I'm pretty
So
sure.
I guess it really doesn't matter at this point, so, okay, well, that was all I had.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Are
Thank
you
you, Tom.
sure we don't need to just straighten that out? On the Cluck Road, 75 foot?
yeah, I just, maybe if you could look into that, why, because it was in the resolution in 2018.
The original resolution, correct?
And it was.
Because not all of it was incorrect, there was a lot to that dedication.
You're right.
So,
Yeah, because it's item 2H on this. I'll let you have this after the meeting if you want to take.
Yeah,
That
we-
way you got it referred to.
Councilmember Bagnell, we can look into that, because originally when it was done, I think the whole solar,
it's Randolph Solar. and Brittle Bush.
yeah, actually came down to click. And then they
Yep.
couldn't use it because it had some sort of mineral rights that Nextera, or it was EDP, right? Who it is?
EDP.
Couldn't take possession of it, so they left it with Jakob, but I think originally it went down to that road to Kleck.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah,
and then Jakob kept, and Matt kept like 200 acres, I think, or something of the bottom piece. And that's where we came later, and then we added a little carve-out that was right by
Right.
John Pugh's landing
Right.
strip.
Yeah.
So it's been,
This went
Yeah.
through a lot of a review with the cartographers at the county and then back to the surveyors, and they concurred with the county's catch. So that's why they went ahead and made the corrections.
Okay.
Well, St. Holdings was involved with some of it. And I think,
yeah.
to be safe, I think we probably ought to take another look at it, and Councilmember Bagnell may be right, but we need to make sure that somebody documented that somewhere,
Yeah.
because down the road, it could cause a problem for us.
Yeah, we'll look into that.
So I think maybe we should table it until next time? Are you going to see it?
Mr. Mayor, members of council, yeah, if council's okay with it, I think as long as you want to approve the amended legal description, and then I think the direction we received tonight is to determine whether the reference, because this is a resolution out of the Planning and Zoning Commission that referenced the Kleck Road, so we can go back and determine whether the property still touches Kleck Road, and if it is, then we'll find out whether we need to do anything further.
If we do this, it's not going to take away what we need to do to correct it if we don't do it.
Well, that was never one of the errors that they've caught on the CLEC. That was already approved. I don't know, we did this last year, I think, when we first approved it.
So you think we should just go ahead and do what we got and then double check?
Okay with amending the legal description, so that we can get it all recorded, because it's been out now, and it's good to see it.
And we want to get it cleaned up also, so we could go ahead and final that project. We're holding the final up for that project, pending getting all these errors corrected.
Well, really, my only concern is if we lock ourselves into something by doing it now, and whether it's right or wrong, we go to fight it down the road, and they say that you guys have already agreed to it, what's the problem?
That'd be a question for Dennis to answer. I don't,
I think, and I'm going back to this resolution from the Planning and Zoning Commission. It talks about landscaping shall be installed according to the city code along the street frontages of Bartlett Road, Railroad, Randolph Road, Fast Track Road, and Clark Road. So, and then it gets into the dedication. It says the applicant agrees to dedicate to the city without compensation 75 feet along the north side of Clark Road of the subject property for right-of-way purposes. If council prefers just to table it till the next meeting, I'm sure we can figure out whether this is still applicable. If that'd be best. Because if they have dedicated, it should be dedicated here.
I may be the only one that feels that way, but I would rather be safe than sorry.
Okay, yeah, I think we're only talking 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't have a problem waiting 2 weeks.
Would you like to see a table, is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Move to table.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, and thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm not real comfortable, and there's a guy at the end that knows an awful lot about lawsuits on legal descriptions, and I don't want to be there. So, okay, all right. Business under regular items, we don't have any. Report from the mayor and council. We'll start down here with Councilmember Bagnell.
Only thing I want to do, I just want to point out Dan and Tracy Solger that are here tonight. They are the folks that do the cleaning up Coolidge. And we did a cleanup. I went and did it over across the tracks and north of Central Avenue. And boy, there was a lot of stuff over there, especially along the railroad and everything. That was just a mess. I mean, there was somebody's little camp out there, but you know, they're the ones that started the cleanup Coolidge. They've organized it. They've been out there all this time, and I just want to give them the recognition because, you know, and the good thing about it is, you know, go out there and you actually meet your neighbors. I mean, we've got a lot of new folks in town, And I met a lot of new folks that day, so whenever you see it on Facebook, like their page, ask to be a friend, and then if you get an opportunity when they have one of their cleanups, just come on out. It was it was a enjoyable time. They brought pop and snacks, and other people brought snacks and everything, so it's a meet your neighbor and clean up the neighborhood, and boy, we filled a big dumpster, big one of those big roll-off dumpsters full of trash. There were beds, furniture. I mean, it was crazy. So, but and it does a great service for the community too. So I just want to recognize them and tell them thank you. So
Thank you. I don't have anything.
I have nothing to add.
Let me second that. I've never met you folks. I'm Facebook friends with you, and I don't know if I've acknowledged any of your work or not, but I really do appreciate it. It was always hard in the past to get people to do the stuff you're doing, but thanks for stepping up. Appreciate the invitation to the police department banquet the other night. A lot of officers got some well-deserved, I'm sure, awards and everything, and just a pleasure to be there to see it all. I see the good things that are happening and that people have done for the city. So thank you, Chief, for having us out there.
Vice Mayor
I have nothing to add.
Gilbert?
Mayor, council members, we are working with Dan, his group, to get him some sandwich signs and through the chamber. So we have some of the funds. So we already looked at some of the artwork that he wants, and then so we're working with that to get him a couple signs they can put out when they're cleaning different parts of the city. So it just says, clean up Coolidge, I think is what it says, and so we should have those. I know Carol's working with it in our office to get those signs finalized. And the CDC money to a couple signs. They're not bad. We'll get them here in town. Also, just we had it's the 15th day of the legislative session. There's a lot of bills that are tracking right now. We're keeping a close eye on. Some haven't been, that are kind of the ones from last year that came back. Some food tax measures, but they're not assigned to committees, so they're not going anywhere yet. So we're watching those very closely in case we have to, intercede and jump in. There's a couple there. There's a sourcing bill, and I've already texted Teresa Martinez and told her about it, and I'll do TJ and let them know those are ones we're concerned with that we're watching, but they haven't been assigned to a committee, so they're not moving anywhere yet. So we'll keep an eye on those, and there's another 400 that the league's tracking that impact cities. So it's quite a bit. So we're looking at all that. And actually, I'm looking at most of that. So that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, Gilbert. Well, I appreciate that Dan and Tracy out cleaning up. I know all about it. I did it for 20 years. And East Side's the best place to go hunting. I can tell you that. There's places in town you're not going to find it, but you get across the tracks, you're going to find some good stuff over there. Sometimes you don't want to find it, but you will. Well, anyway, other than that, I don't know what kind of signs you're going to get, but you may want to work. Sienna Castillo has been on the cleanups for the city for many years now.
Yeah.
And done a fine job, and I want to hats off to her and her extremely well-behaved significant other that manages to maintain himself. But anyway, if we're going to do that, but they do have vests. I've seen them. I've been to a couple where they've been. So we probably need to make it safer. But some of those places, even behind the old regional park, on that field back there, that is a lot of garbage in there too. Right before you get to where the farming's going on. So from the park, I think it just blows over there. But anyway. I've been to 2 or 3 meetings today. First one, I listened to the same thing that Gilbert listened to from the League of Cities. And the Pinal Regional Transportation Authority meeting today was very interesting. They don't know what they're going to do with all the tax money that was collected on the illegal bill, but they do know that we're going to wait and see how it processes through the legislature before they make a recommendation there. That was one of the things we settled today. So, and what?
Can people still ask for rebates of that?
Yeah, up until April 9th.
One more month?
April 9th is cutoff. If you don't have your request in by then, you're not going to get it.
Okay.
It's 48 million.
So, but that's it, and that's progressing along, but it's going to be a real mess, in my opinion. I think they want that money maybe to go to that was going to be dedicated to Pinal County to go to the general fund.
How much money is that?
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know,
48.
what did he say, like 40,
I thought it was
42 million or
48,
something?
but yeah, there's
Quite a
lot.
bit. And it's not all, there's some that has been paid out already, but it's a fraction of what's still available. And there's all kinds of people kind of circling around, waiting to see how they can get their hands on it. But, and the attorneys are going to fight it out because
Say, I can smell litigation.
some of it's,
money.
it's based on residency, and they say, well, if you're, one side says, well, you're resident of Arizona, you're entitled to it. And the other side says, no, if you're a resident of Pinal County, you're entitled to it. So there's going to be it's going to take a while. So, but April 9th's last time. So that's all I've got. Thank you very much for coming. Need a motion to get out of here.
So moved.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Thank you, everybody.